Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about a bill in Tennessee, HB 800. And it's what we've just come to expect from those in political office now. You know, those who aren't doing well at their job and they need to divert their constituents' attention away from their poor performance. So, they find somebody to scapegoat. They find somebody to blame, create an outrage of some sort, and deflect attention. The legislature in Tennessee has chosen children to pick on, and they're doing this because they don't want to offend Christian people. I'm not even joking. I'll just read it. It's in the bill. Whereas the promotion of LGBT issues and lifestyles in public schools offends a significant portion of students, parents, and Tennessee residents with Christian values. That's in the statement of reasons. It goes on to basically say, well, not basically, I'll read it. Schools shall not locally adopt or use in the public schools of this state textbooks and instruction materials or supplemental instruction materials that promote, normalize, support, or address LGBT issues. Address. Can't talk about it at all because it might offend people. Makes sense. This is K through 12. It's everybody. Yeah, it's basically diverting attention from the fact that the state legislature in Tennessee is a failure. They want the people of Tennessee to be upset and worried and busy othering this group and arguing about this in a culture war. So they don't realize that Tennessee's, below average in education, not really good on access to health care. It's pretty much bad all the way around, with the exception of stuff related to business. But that doesn't actually mean anything to the average person in Tennessee because the median household income there is the 40th. You don't seem to benefit from that. That goes off to the people up at the top, not you. I did find one thing that Tennessee was in the top 10 in: homicide rates. But what really matters is the fact that there might be a kid in a public school who reads a book with a gay character. It's about deflecting blame, and it's the same authoritarian playbook that Putin would use. And that isn't something just to say that because he's the villain of the day. I mean that literally. This is pretty much the 2013 gay propaganda bill from Russia. The only real difference is that in Tennessee, it's limited just to the schools, where in Russia, it was everywhere. It's limited to the schools in Tennessee because, there's that pesky Constitution in the way. Otherwise, I'm fairly certain it would be statewide. It always boggles my mind that those people who run with campaign ads of eagles and American flags and, we the people on a piece of parchment behind them, they always seem to just try to go right up to the line of what they're allowed to do by the Constitution, rather than, accepting the spirit of it, that document that they claim to love but have never read. This is another example of authoritarians trying to scapegoat a demographic so they can keep everybody in line because it's offensive to Christians. So if it's not offensive to you, you're obviously not a good Christian, right? And this is what the state wants you to do. I'm pretty sure that we have a kind of a guideline when it comes to the separation of church and state in this country. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's another garbage bill designed to scapegoat people. It's another garbage bill designed to manipulate those who are easily influenced. So people who have failed in their jobs can get reelected. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.